What if Ruby was transported to my hero? First day in UA. As Ruby's right outside the classroom. Okay, Ruby, calm down. You're just gonna make a few new friends, understand how this world works more. Um, Possibly find a way back home. But until now, you're just gonna have to go right back through school. Just calm down. As we go to Aizawa in the classroom. Alright, class, listen up. Today you'll have a new student. As Ito raises his hand. But, sir, we're already about a quarter of a semester in. Is it odd for us to get a new student this time? Well, this is a special case. She's a transfer student, so hopefully you'll treat her well. You may come in, Rose. Referring to her last name. As Ruby would enter the room before walking to the front. Hello, I am Ruby Rose. Alright, your seat is right over there. As she goes to take her seat, as people are whispering, talking about Ruby, as Ruby, hears some of the whispering, as the class period goes as planned, until lunchtime, where Ruby and the rest of class 1A goes to lunch. As Ruby's sitting by herself, Mina decides to go talk to her. So you're the new girl. As Ruby looks at her, yes, nice to meet you. The name's Mina. Ruby. Nice to meet you, Ruby. So, why did you come to UA? Oh, I was supposed to go to UA. As flashback to Aizawa and Ruby talking. Alright, as we cannot tell the students where you actually came from, we're still looking into that. We have come up with a fake one you'll use for the time being. You're a transfer student from America who just happens to know Japanese. That is about all we have on you. So that is going to be it. Everything else you're just going to have to make up yourself. Alright, good luck as Aizawa enters the class to go introduce her. I am from America. America? Not many students come from America. What brought you to Japan? Oh, my parents just thought that they would send me to a very good hero school, that's all. Oh, well, that's nice. So, question. As Mia is about to say something as Ochako arrives. Hello, you're the new girl. Nice to meet you. I'm Ochako Uraraka. As Ruby would shake Ochako's hand. Nice to meet you, too. As a few other people introduce themselves. Momo, Juro, Sue. As they start having a conversation. So, what's your quirk? Momo asks. Oh, another flashback, but this time to Nezu's office. As for now, we're going to deem your quirk as rose petals, which is your semblance, right? Yes, it is. That will be your quirk for this, as we cannot tell anyone about, say, your world and about the information we obtained. So please go along. Even if you're very confused, we just cannot let information out of another world that people are suddenly being dropped into. For all we know, you're the only one. For now. We don't know if there are others. So make sure to keep this a secret. As Ruby nods her head, as the flashback ends. My quirk is rose petals. I can basically turn into roses. Rose petals. And move very fast. So like a speed quirk. Yes, you could say that. I use my weapon to help take down, bad guys. Crescent Rose. Crescent Rose? Yes, my weapon. And she just pulls out her sniper rifle. Whoa, cool. As, Mina goes to touch it, as Ruby then just stops her. Why did you stop me? You probably shouldn't press that button. As she would put it back on her back, as they would talk about what classes and all that, as then Ruby decides to ask, why did y'all come to UA? Oh, well, of course, to be heroes. Also, all of them go for their different reasons. Momo, recommendations, I assume from parents. Ochako needs the money to help her family. Sue wanted to become a hero. I don't know, just become a hero. And some other regular, interesting examples of why they wanted to join UA. As then, Ruby decides to get up as she noticed the time. Well, we better get back to class. As she's heading back to class with everyone. And I'm just going to skip the class period time, and we're going to go to the end of the day, to where Kirishima and the rest of Class 1A decide to chit-chat with Ruby. So, I heard from Mina that you were from America. Yes. What is it like over there? As now Ruby has to make some stuff on the spot. As she's thinking, as then Aizawa would quickly interrupt. Remember, you must have these assignments due by tomorrow. As, of course, all of them had handed out an assignment. Well, I better go off and go do that. As she stutters, just a little bit, before leaving. As Izuku would notice this, as she was in a hurry. As Izuku would go talk to someone like Kirishima and all that, is it me or did she look like she was in a hurry? I wonder where she's going. I don't know. As then Mina gets an idea, why don't we follow her? No, as Mina's already gone. So, Kirishima, Izuku, well, Juro, and I'll throw in Momo, because why not, to follow Mina to try to stop her. As Mina sees Ruby entering Nezu's office. Ooh. As Mina gets to the door, as then the rest of her classmates show up and stop her. Mina, you shouldn't be up here. So, as they hear Nezu's voice, so, Rose, have you enjoyed your first day of class? Yes, the people here are nice. But everything's so confusing. Understandable, especially from your circumstances. As they can hear this, because the door is cracked. Now, is there anything that you would like to notice me on? Question. Will there be anything I will need to participate in for the next, well, say week or so? Well, the sports festival is right around the corner. So, I will have to say yes. Alright. Why do you ask? I was planning to do more research about, you know. Yes. Alright, how about this? Wednesday of this week, you can have the day off. I will ask Aizawa. After all, you got in here by special circumstances. And I do plan to help you with your problem. As Izuku Juro hears this, and all them, problem? As someone else also hears this. Anyway, you just go back to your dorm for now, Rose. After all, you do have that assignment from Aizawa. Oh, about that, as she sets the assignment on, well, the desk. And I'm just going to say this assignment was easy math work. Ruby, I would say, is quite smart, as she had put the assignment on his desk. Oh, you're already done with it. Yes, I finished it on the way here. It was actually quite easy. As she smiles before, well, heading to the door, as this is when the Class 1A hides. As Izuku thinks, problem? What's her problem, then? I don't know. Maybe we should ask her, Mina says. I don't think we should get involved, Momo says. As they start contemplating, Ruby is already gone and is currently walking in the dorm. As she would see Tokiyami sitting on the couch watching TV, the invisible girl walking around, Bakugo in the kitchen, Shoji just working out, I don't know, lifting some dumbbells or whatever. And Ida just simply making something to eat. As she heads to her room, she opens the door as then she notices something. As it's a note. As she opens up the letter of the note, it looks like you made it here safe. And then she immediately looks around before reading the rest of the note. Welcome, Ruby Rose. Now remember to keep your eye out, because not everything is as it seems. As Ruby does not know what to take it. She's very confused about this letter, as then she goes out to ask, as Bach goes walking by, "Excuse me, did anyone enter my room?" As Bach goes like, "How am I supposed to know?" As he just walks away. As she would then go, well, to ask a few other students, as no one had put the letter in her room. As she's very confused about this letter. Well, I guess I should prepare. As a day or two would go by, as it's Wednesday, as she gathers her things before, well, leaving UA to try to look for Yang, Blake, Weiss, or anyone else that could have ended up here. Or even John. As she would just walk around, just simply looking, seeing if she can find any information about, well, the others. As she would spend the whole day searching. And yet every move she made, every alleyway, every person she asked questions, she was being monitored by someone. As Ruby was walking back, as then suddenly she vaguely dodges like a small white syringe of some sort that passed by her face. As she looks at it, before looking back in the direction where it seemingly came from, as no one was there. As she picks up the syringe, which had a note on it, "Hunt." As she then looks around, what is this? As Ruby would make it back to UA, as she would tell Nezu about the letter and this little syringe she found. As, very interesting. It seems we weren't the only ones that noticed you arriving, or at least where you're from. There's possible that there's someone else. Nezu says, "How can you be so sure?" One, take a look at this. The word hunt, yeah. I think someone's been keeping an eye on you ever since you arrived. Just a theory, though. As Ruby looks down, that is a possibility. Especially if they're, well, from Salem or Remnant. But I've got no idea who it could be. It's only a theory again. Or it could be a villain that just took interest. Or even a vigilante or another hero that's just keeping an eye. I cannot pinpoint down which one. Most likely someone from our world has taken notice of you. And when you arrived, maybe the villain that brought you here. And it would explain quite a lot. Well, thank you. Don't worry, I'll look into it. It's quite late. Why don't you head back to the dorm? As Ruby would go back to the dorm, as the next day would proceed, with the only difference was the announce of the sports festival, which of course the people that would crowd the hall in front of Class 1A to scope out the competition, Ruby would just turn to petals and fly right on over all of them, and just rose petals would just drop in front of them. And she would basically just do that to the dorms. As she's on her way back, she looks in a direction and sees a black hat, but it just vanishes. As she blinks, just thinking it was nothing. That was close, as a mysterious person had gotten down and hid behind a tree. And this person's quite tall. Can't let her find me yet. I need to see how things play out. And it's not time for us to meet. And it's not time, as a small syringe comes out of his hand, for the hunt to end. And that is the end of part 3. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. And let's move on to part 4.